Things for Strings, here with the first episode of our series of short From the String Studio videos. As any music teacher, I enjoy tackling daily challenges with students in my violin studio, but the current remote teaching situation presents new challenges. Even though I have a number of years teaching experience over Skype, as I had a student relocate to a remote part of the world, I have had a learning curve with the new teaching options. I share here some of my remote teaching experiences and tips. First to consider is the online platform, as the quality of the connection definitely affects the frustration level of the student, wear and tear on the teacher, and the overall quality of the lesson. I have had video and audio experiences ranging from excellent to poor on each of the 3 platforms I have tried this spring: Skype, Zoom, and Musi.live. Asking students to connect via computer or laptop instead of cell phone or iPad helps a lot, as does asking students to please take their lessons as close as they can to their router and away from the rest of the family activity. I have found I have to be flexible about platform choice and see some students on whatever platform seems to work best for their situation, rather than only using one platform for every student. I like the virtual waiting rooms in Zoom and Musi.live, which helps save time moving from one student to the next on my busy schedule. I like how the Musi.live software manages available and fluctuating bandwidth by shrinking the video display when necessary in order to minimize frustrating audio and video glitches. I like that on Zoom and Musi.live I can mute myself to optimize audio quality when my student is playing, and my students can mute themselves when I want them to have the experience of playing along with me. This does tend to increase the lag between audio and video, but since we now have come to expect that to happen, we're dealing with it without too much frustration. Musi.live also has useful file sharing, chat box, and metronome features that I enjoy using. Second to consider are the materials to have on hand, especially since I am now teaching very near my router instead of my usual teaching space. Just as in my regular studio, I have my violin, my stack of teaching materials, paper, pencil. But for online teaching, I find having at hand a drink of tea or water even more essential than usual. At least for me, when I teach online, I tend to talk both a bit more and a bit louder than I normally do, which does make me thirsty. I also have a sheet handy that I fill with various words and markings that I need students to see and perhaps copy, since students now have to mark their own music. Whenever necessary, I just whip the pertinent part of the sheet in front of the camera for a close-up. For example, just about every day I need to remind a young student what the natural sign looks like and how to draw it. Make an L, then a 7. Or what the half-step marking looks like, or what the up bow marking is, or bowing instructions. It's always about the bow. I very much miss the joy and energy each in-person student brings into my studio, and I look forward to the day we can all learn together again in person. But for now, the most important camera close-ups are the smiles. I am more careful than usual to be generous with my smiles to my students, and I very much treasure the student smiles and looks of pride the camera sends back my way. Now that my students have settled into the online platform that works best for them and have adapted to working via video and to marking their own music, we are all now back in the groove, enjoying our musical journey. Stay well and learn more at thingsforstrings.com.